I will be presenting two monologues. One of them is a contemporary comedy. It is from the play Moving, written by Lee Kelcham. The other one is a classic drama. It is written by Lord Byron, and it is his play, The Two Foscari. I went to a Quaker school. Absolutely uncompetitive. We used to have award ceremonies at the end of every year. Everybody got an award. And so it dawned on me, if everybody gets an award, then it doesn't mean anything. So I went to my headmaster and I told him, and I said, well, why don't you give up on the awards altogether? If everybody gets an award, then it doesn't mean anything. And then he looked at me and he says, Diana, not everyone realizes that. There's some boys and girls here who have never ever gotten an award in their entire life, so it means something to them. So for that, we do it. And then I said, well, don't you realize how condescending that is to them? It's gonna ultimately make them feel worse. Then he glared at me and he said, Miss Schmidt, someone someday is gonna burst a bubble. I couldn't take it. So I burst out laughing. So he calls my mother. She came into the school looking like $1,000,000. Camel hair coat, dark brown hair, came and smelled like an ocean breeze. I looked to her and I told myself that I was gonna get it. So my headmaster, Mr. Dunwall, pulls her aside and tells her everything. And so my mother comes out, she pulls me aside, she sat me down and she says, don't worry about Mr. Dunwall. He was born with a bowl up his ass. I just couldn't believe it. I think that's one of the reasons why I never abandoned hope for Mom. That's false. A truer, nobler, truster husband never beat within a human breast. I will not change my exiled, persecuted, mangled husband. Oppressed but disgraced, crushed, overwhelmed, alive or dead, for prince or paladin, in story or in fable with the world to back his suit. Dishonored. He dishonored. Did you but love your country like this victim, who toters back in chains to tortures and submits to all things rather than to exile? His name shall be her foolish worst reproach, for what he suffers, not for what he did. You fling yourselves before him and implore his grace for your enormous guilt.